Namaste. Welcome back to Waking Up with Mindful Serenity Yoga. And we're going to continue with our concept exercise. I pull a concept from the jar and I do my best to speak on it within a 4-minute time frame. I have been going way over 4 minutes. That kind of defeats the purpose of this little exercise. When we did this exercise in Toastmasters many years ago, we got to speak, I think, for 1 minute and 15 seconds. And you were given 15-second grace, either over or under that time frame. But the idea was to make your presentation as quick and as concise and as comprehensive as possible. I tend to rave on when I talk about these topics that some people may deem as spiritual. I deem them as personally, I don't want to say personal, I keep using that word, but it's more of a way of becoming a better human being, I guess. These concepts help me to tap into that part of me that will guide me there, that I believe will guide me there. And beliefs are just concepts in themselves that are ingrained a little bit more tightly than the thought is, so don't get too hung up on it. And what I believe is what I believe, not what you believe, so you really need to ask yourself and go into your own mind and discover what beliefs are there. I do want to say, though, that all beliefs, regardless if they're positive beliefs or not, are somewhat limiting because they keep us in the construct of the mind. They keep us in the schemata that we build that we call me, the self-concept of me, and the stories around that self-concept. So just be mindful that beliefs, regardless if they're so-called positive or negative, are limiting in the fact that they cannot, they sometimes get in the way, I guess, of us becoming who we truly are. Now, that being said, I raved on for 1 minute and 58 seconds, 2 minutes, and I haven't even pulled the concept from the jar yet. Okay, so I have pulled the concept. Before I read it, I'm going to take a deep breath just to kind of ground me, get me out of that ego head that wants to answer the question, and just see if there's something wiser within me, that's in all of us, that will come out and answer this question to some degree. No, I'm not channeling, and I don't mean it like that. I just mean we all have this wise part of our minds that we don't utilize enough because it's on the right side rather than the left side of the brain. And it leaves, our intuitive side, and we tend to focus mostly on our logical side in this culture. So anyway, I took my deep breath. Feeling it in my core. And the word I got was judgment. Judgment. Wow. Judgment. What is a judgment? A judgment, again, is an idea or belief formed about oneself or another individual or a situation or an event or a quality in life. It is a bias that's placed on something. And I tend to think the most judgments we make are we slip things into categories of the good, the right, the should be, and then over here we have the bad, the wrong, the shouldn't be as our judgment. Of course, it is a judge in a legal system that does the judging, and that person is elected in order to be fair-minded and to take all the facts and all the data into consideration before they make a judgment on the case that they're presiding over. But we tend to take on that role of judge and jury when we are just processing through our lives, when we see people, we meet people, when we see things, we taste things and look at things and feel the sensation of something. We have a tendency just to judge all the time. And the reason why we judge or make these judgments is not because we're bad or thinking too highly of ourselves. It's because we are trying to decipher what's safe for this little me, this idea of me that I created, and what's unsafe for it. What will enhance it? What will dismiss it or diminish it? What will make it comfortable? What will make it uncomfortable or disturb it? And that's where those judgments come from. So all things will pass through our senses, and our perceptions will pick them up. The senses will pick them up. They're taken to, the thalamus, and the thalamus is like in the brain, the midbrain, and it's like a little post office that's going to sort out the information and interpret it for us and send it on further, say, to the hypothalamus, which will set up the endocrine system with all these hormones. whether they be fight or flight hormones or whatever type of hormones, and activate that fight or flight system if it should need be. But those sensations are neither good or bad, right or wrong, should be or shouldn't be. They're just sensations, and they have different vibrational frequencies to them, so they feel differently in the body. Some of them we may deem as pleasant. Some of them we may deem as unpleasant. 99% of them we deem as neutral, so they have no real impact on us. But when something is highly unpleasant, according to the mind, and it doesn't feel right, it has a different vibrational energy, and it's not matching the energy we have in it, and it's not matching our expectations, and it's not matching, this need we have to avoid samskara triggering, and this need to avoid disturbance. If it's not matching that, we place a judgment on it as being bad, wrong, shouldn't be, something that shouldn't be in our experience. When it is highly pleasant, we do the same thing. We judge it as good and something that should be in our experience, and we have a tendency to cling. We push away what we judge as bad, wrong, shouldn't be, and we cling and pull in to our experience what we deem and judge as right, good, and should be. But it's all the mind. It's not even the thalamus, the organic part of the mind. It's the thought process. It's this stored energy we have inside. We want to match it. We want to avoid triggering it. So we create all these interpretations about the thing that we are looking at or experiencing with our senses, and we judge it. And we judge it as either bad, wrong, shouldn't be, or good, right, should be. But regardless, that judging and the energy we put into making those judgments in order to protect the personality, protect the ego, protect the self-concept, is draining of our energy. It is not life enhancing. It is not energy producing. It's blocking the flow of Shakti. And when it blocks the flow of Shakti, we're not living our lives the way we're meant to. We're not open and experiencing all of life. We're closing to such a big portion of it because it doesn't feel right inside. And all of life, all experience, all these things we're picking up at the senses are supposed to come in. We're supposed to experience them. They're supposed to go out. But when we make that judgment, we automatically seal them into our subconscious. They form beliefs. And whether we're conscious of those beliefs or not, they're activating our experience every moment of our days. And we just continue judging more and more and more. So judgment then is a way that humans process through life, and it is not necessarily healthy. It can actually stand in the way of us being who we truly are. It can block a free experience of being all that we are and enjoying this life, everything about it, the good, the bad, and the ugly, because we are deeming some of it as not wanted, and some of it as, yeah, I need it, and forming intense attachments that are also unhealthy. So judgment then is something we want to leave to the judges in the court system. We don't want to be the ones making the judgments. It's not up to us. We are here to be open and experiencing all of life, not just what we select as good. All of it. And we can do that when we put down our judgments and start being open with an equanimous mind, with a mind that's non-dual, with a mind that just says this is what it is, and it's okay because it is what it is. I guess that's it. Again, I went over my time. Thank you. Namaste.